Alrighty, folks. Let's start without any place for today. Anyway, so much I like to see you know, our possibilities that we have. What the fuck happened to my Opera GX? Like, what in the actual fuck, man? Wait, how does that look like even? What the fuck, man? Fuck. Okay, shift is just stretching it. Okay, I believe the chat is going to be fucked up. OPRGX just had an update that I actually didn't want it, but whatever. Let's just get all the stuff together. Let's actually, I think we can finish the OC today. We'll see. Okay. So I'll be real. I've been recently like actually kind of like semi-destroyed by everything around, and basically I've been struggling a bit to push out things generally myself, right? So unfortunately that's that's the issue I've been kind of trying to fight off. Let's get that in. Let me turn on the thing and let's see what the state of the character is actually. So on the last stream we've finished shading the... We've corrected a little bit the shoulder because there were some issues. We've finished drawing the green part of the vest he has. And we are now actually shading his pants, and I believe today we are going to probably complete most of it, if not everything. It's I see that it's not really that it's not going to be really that problematic. So yeah, I've been actually today mostly away from home because I've actually woke up. I was woken up by my mom. I've walked out our dog for her, and because usually she's taking the morning walks, but you know, she had some troubles, and what? And actually, yeah. So let me see here. I'm going to open something. That beer and lemonade hard made thing, but it's 0.0. It's it's non-alcoholic. No, it's zero alcohol generally. Non-alcoholic means low amount of alcohol for people that are alcoholic. There's actually a difference apparently. I just learned that not that long ago. At least in English language apparently. but I don't know, I personally have never really met with it. I really want to test it out, but I'm not sure if I want to drink it on stream. I mean, it's... what can go wrong, am I right? Bro. But yeah, let's see. I've got trampled by a task on the C# learning, and it's once again the same issue that I've been having. My code is trying to convert string type to int type, which can't be done. I mean, I think it can be done, but not in the way that I'm doing it. But the thing is that actually it kind of looks like the task given to me wants it. Probably I'm going to sit down and figure it out. I'm going to read line by line because I see where the issue is. Wait. I'm almost on it actually. Return number. Let's see. Because I have var number equal console.readline, right? So readline is supposed to allow the person, the user, to type in something, and it's actually, I think I know what I have to do. If I convert the console readline, convert that, wait, in 30 to in 32, and I close that inside. I've actually got it. What the fuck? Well, that's why I'm streaming. That's why I'm streaming when I'm working on something, because I'm getting intelligence. The moment I'm hitting start stream, I'm getting plus 50 to my intelligence. I'm telling you, outside of the streams, I'm fucking dumbass. And apparently I'm getting more intelligent when I'm turning on the stream. Bro, that's bizarre, man. That's bizarre. Okay, so actually, another thing that I've been working on, I've been doing, I've actually made a thing. I've recorded another session of my playthrough of Core Keeper. So I have 3 sessions now. I've beaten first boss I've made 2 farms, like monster farms. I've made a railroad. I found better resources, because the further you are going into the world in certain direction, the better resources you are getting. So you are starting with copper around your segment, then you have tin, then you have iron, gold, and other shit. But yeah, that's generally what is going on. So, without any further ado, folks, actually, also, dude, I have to say, I've been turned off from the internet yesterday and for the half of today, like straight up. I've only, today, after coming back home, eating the breakfast, at around 14, I was actually capable to start responding to some folks. Also, I have to say, I would have to find out how I can make the iPad drawing sessions. Surprisingly, a lot of people are drawing, and I found out that I can actually get Krita on iPad, I think. So I might actually switch to Krita. We'll see. I hope it's not going to be the same issue that Clip Studio Paint has, because Clip Studio Paint, to use on mobile version, you can only use the online version as a you can only use the mobile version of Clip Studio Paint in form of a subscription base, even though you have the you know, the thing. Hi Sean, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope everything is going. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you've been doing good. I think I've seen you before. If not, then I hope you'll find a comfy corner here. But yeah, how have you been, Sean? How have you been? So, I've been slowly working my way through all of this. But I've been actually kind of stagnating on C# learning. That's why I'm going to probably spend the rest of this week only on that. Though that's a bit of a bummer. I'm still trying to figure out some stuff for the commission though, because I have a commission for Vtuber model in Vroid, but I find my English is not very good. It's okay, Sean, it's okay, there's no issue with that. I can understand you quite well, so as long as that's good, as long as that's the fact, that's good. So we are slowly pushing through the shading on this character. I have to say it's been quite a mess and quite slow, but I'm happy with the outcome. I feel like when I'm actually spending a bit more time and focus on an artwork, I'm actually not messing things up, you know, compared to when I'm, you know, actually compared to how I'm usually trying to draw, which is quite, you know, trying to pick up speed and drawing really fast, which is definitely not a thing. I'm wondering if I should, the moment I'm going to actually start making speed paints, it's going to make more sense to actually work on an illustration off stream. Hi Muto, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope is going. Glad to have you here. I'm doing good today. I had a nice board gear for my breakfast that I've had actually in the afternoon. But unfortunately. I'm looking at my meds. I'm probably going to take up a pill. Yeah, I'm going to pop a pill. Today to sleep better. Because recently I want to see if I'm actually capable to, for example, sleep for 6 hours. If I'm capable to take a pill and wake up with my alarm clock after 6 hours, I'll be blessed. Because I've been sleeping way longer and way too much as the bed soon. My breakfast is 2 peanut butter cookies and an energy drink. Damn. That's like... That sounds like my technical college times. Like straight up, most of my technical college times were eating like eating a donut, drinking a coffee, and after that downing like 2 energy drinks. Probably that's the reason why my addiction to caffeine is kicking in. I'm definitely not going to live a long time. Like straight up, when I'm at home for the entire day, I'm drinking like 4 or 5 cups of coffee, 6, sometimes like more, like 8 even. Like I'm actually drinking like a hecton of coffee. Also, I've bought today a new game from the Crypt of Necrodancer. I'm here for a fun time, not a long time. It's okay, Muto, it's okay. So, tell me, how have you been going? Also same. That's why I'm having so much fun on streams. I'm alright, that's good to hear. Have you been working on something? Any, any project you've been, maybe drawing something or maybe reading a book? I've done a little progress on my book. I've actually got a whole plan of the story. Which is way better, because before I've been trying to write a book without making any plans and it didn't really turn out well. That's why I've switched between what I'm drawing. Hi Likey, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope everything is going. I believe this is the first time you're on, so hope you find a comfy corner here. How are you? Nice drawing. Thank you. That really means a lot. Redrawing your old art. Hey, that's okay. That's nice. I really like the fan arts you've been putting out. I'm so happy to see every one of them. Okay. But I didn't get far, my hands been shaking a lot lately. That might be actually caffeine speaking. Also, I'm experiencing that too. Actually, let me real quickly show you how shaky my hands are without any stabilization, because my stabilization is like cranked up to the max. So I'm actually that's actually how shaky are my hands. And that's like straight up every single day. They are just shaky. Yeah, I believe it's because of the caffeine amount actually. It's not really good, unfortunately. But yeah. But some doctors were saying that it might be like neurological thing, but I were telling them how much coffee I have, and they were like, yeah, that makes sense. You know, it's like it's straight up just the amount of caffeine in the blood system. I'm trying to switch to teas. I really love mint tea. It's a medical for me. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. You know, it's fine. Actually, you might still be able to draw while having this issue. You know, while having your hands shaking, you just need the stabilization of your brush to be higher. At a certain point, it's going to kind of look like the line is like over here, there's your pen, and the line is somewhere here, right? But it's fine. Just give yourself time, and I can assure you that, like, when you get used to it, it will, like, allow you to still be able to draw while your hands are going to be shaking. Of course, if it's like not like the point where you can't even hold stuff, right? Because I'm aware that some medical issues can even cause that, where, you know, your hands are shaking so much that you can't even hold anything in your hands. The color scheme slays. Thank you. I've actually was kind of thinking about the color scheme. And I was kind of scared that it might not really work well. But we've got, you know, this character from the same team. And I'm really happy to hear that the color scheme works out. I'm really happy to hear that. That's something you know, whenever I'm making my character designs, that's something I'm always kind of overthinking. Because I've been mostly doing black and white drawings, and I know the color theory, right? I know the theories connected with the color. I know how to make color schemes and stuff. The thing being the fact that I'm still kind of like overthinking a lot of stuff. So that's why, for example, I'm not, let's say, sitting down and I'm, you know, making a drawing in one sitting, let's say. And a lot of more times I'm just segmenting things into like sketch, sketch correction, you know, flats, line art and stuff, because I'm overthinking every single step. I kind of have to get rid of it, because it's actually not. You're so nice, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, if there's any question you would want to ask, you know, or any topic you would want to talk about, you know, just any given topic, we actually don't have any restrictions about that, so you know, I also really like explaining a lot of things connected with art, so if you have any questions, because for example while learning you would stumble upon some troubles, I'm always happy to help, so, you know, feel free to shoot. I'm kind of struggling with those. Is it your own character? Yes. Yes, I'm actually making set of 20 characters that I want to make a whole high fantasy oriented universe that I would make illustrations for. Generally because I was doing a lot of fan arts of anime characters, VTubers, video game characters, and I kind of got tired of it. I've been already making some illustrations of my characters. That's so cool. Really happy to hear it. And yeah, I'm actually this is character number 6. It's like halfway through the second team. We've split them in some previous streams on into teams. This character is from team called Team Cabaret. It's actually it actually has like a backstory of like, you know, 2 co-owners of like traveling cabaret with 2 dancers are, you know, kinda running some shady businesses. The character we are drawing right now is a hitman. The character that I've shown before is a thief. So they're like making, you know, taking tasks from people to like take hits on someone or steal special like artifacts or some items from people. So generally they have more of a underground connection, but still I would say they would, you know, they would have their own cool adventures. Can't wait to start drawing illustrations based with them. Really can't wait. This is actually one of the 2 universes I want to make. Because I want to also make a more of a realistic universe, or rather semi-realistic universe. Doesn't he have a tail? Oh, he will, I just need to, you know, I'll just need to draw it. I kind of forgot while drawing, because Velda, the previous character, has a tail, and she's the same, you know, fantasy race as he is. So, wait, does she have a tail? She's supposed to. Oh, I didn't see a tail actually. I didn't give her a tail too. Oops. The liner is actually so good. Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, I believe this part is actually looking neat, so we can push stuff a bit further. Forgetting details, yeah, this is... I guess this is like an artistic curse of mine. I'm always forgetting drawing tails on characters, even though I'm like, you know, having in my mind like, this character is gonna have a tail. And it's like, wait, the boots are so cool. Yeah, you know, kinda having... I was kinda thinking about giving him more of a kickboxer kind of style of fighting, so like he's going to have a lot of like kicking oriented fighting styles, so I gave him like, you know, boots with iron, like metal plating and some spikes to actually, you know, boost the damage. I'm kind of worried that actually it might be a bit difficult to make to draw him walking, because here's the thing: when you are designing a character, you have to kind of think about usefulness of the outfit. So basically, if you're making boots like that, you kind of have to keep in mind, like, this character has to walk, jump, for example, right? Be able to be active somehow. And you know, yeah, I'm kind of scared that when he's going to be portrayed walking, the spikes are going to actually, you know, hook on the ground, which might actually not be as comfy to walk in. So we might actually think that for now we can keep it. It will just look a bit goofy, no worries, yeah. Yeah, just a little bit. But hey, it's good. I'm actually not really planning to make the illustrations on like more serious note. I was rather planning on making them actually having a bit goofy note to it, so that's going to fit well. That will fit well to the whole thing. If just a little bit goofy. So. Yeah. So basically, I'm kind of wondering about, you know, some further stuff. Like, we are going to have some more interesting characters, by the way. Characters that might be a bit more. Characters that might be that might actually come to be a bit more advanced. So basically we have wait, let me name those characters. So we have I have a spreadsheet, by the way. I have whole Excel spreadsheet for those characters. So we are going to have some lizard folk samurai, right? So hobbit, melee ranger, a simmer monk, right? So we are going to have a lot of problematic stuff going on with it. How many teams do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six teams. 3 of them have 4 characters, 2 of them have 3 characters, and 2 of them have and 1 of them has only 2 characters. So that's, you know, and that's kind of balanced. There are going to be some, I would say, specific. I would say there are going to be some specific characters, actually, like for example Demon Sage and Angel Shadow, right? So literally they are going to be like mirrored. Like straight up mirrored, but you know, we'll see. We still think actually about giving a name to this character. It's still an unnamed character. We came to the conclusion that actually giving him a name with starting with a V would be good. I'm kind of thinking about Virgil, There are a couple setups because I have some older version of him. So I'm thinking about a Virgil, Vincent. Name him already. Name him. Victor or Virgil. I'm going to throw a coin. So heads, it's going to be Virgil. Tails is going to be Victor. And heads. Okay, so Virgil is. So his name is Virgil. Okay, that's established. Yay, yeah. So his name is officially Virgil. That we can say. There we go. I quite often tend to make... I am quite often struggling with naming the characters, so actually, whenever I'm going to make a new character, you know, character that goes unnamed, you can actually give me ideas for names. I'm going to actually ask them for them anyway, but feel free to, you know, throw in the chat some ideas for name. I don't know why Virgil kinda hits. I really liked Virgil. I'm bad at naming my characters. You know, it's better to be bad than usually just making unnamed characters. Because you can change the name later on if something is going to fit better. But if you are just sitting there and like staring blank at the blank page, having no idea how to name the character like me, it's just, you know, kinda a waste of time. Actually, I've been, in the past I've been using random name generators. Or naming them like straight up, like actual names, like Adam or something like that. To be fair, this is how a lot of characters are being named. Now I'm also making a book about a guy that is going to be able to control dragons. I like unique names too, because they are, well, unique names are unique as the name says, so they're just more interesting. They have a ring to them, usually. I'm happy that we're almost done with this character, by the way. We've been drawing him for a while. Hi Kimo, got Dev here, how are you friend, who's going? Peekaboo! Hey, you've got your nickname back. Good, how about you? Doing alright, or doing really alright. Actually, I've been kinda knocked out from the online life yesterday. So yeah. I just signed back into the second wall. Ooh. Actually, folks, I'm still pondering that, but I might actually sadly I have to finish food right now, but it was nice seeing you again. Yeah, I've missed ya, Kimo. I've missed ya. Hope you are doing fine. And you are safe. Have a nice meal. So yeah, excuse me, Ralph, lol, but I miss you too. Don't worry, after a certain time, school is going to get easier. Just give yourself a chance and moment. Just remember to rest. It is fantastic. So, oh yeah, I was talking about my book. So basically I'm making a book where, you know, it's high fantasy book, like very, you know, pompous thing, like very stereotypical high fantasy, dragons, elves, and stuff. So basically, because I really didn't want to overthink that story. I just want to learn how to work without overthinking. So I'm just, you know, kind of trying to create some original ideas without really overthinking. So basically, one of those things is that book, and I literally just named character Nogard, which is dragon backwards. Like straight up. So actually a lot of authors are doing similar stuff, like just going easy way, and that's something I really wanted to do for a while now. Just learn, you know, doing that easy way route. It's something I'm really struggling artistically, you know. In creative life, unfortunately, it's not really as easy. Especially nowadays. Back in the days, you know, things were not invented, things were not made. A lot of things are already used, so it's very difficult to create a new theme. It's difficult to create something very original, right? You can try to make something original, but no matter what you do, something similar will have been already done. And I can assure you, like, just let yourself do whatever comes to your mind. Even if something similar already appeared, just let it be. Right, so I'm just, you know, speaking from experience, because for a real long time I was really trying my best to chase after something that haven't been done yet, and I've got something, I guess. I guess it's been already kind of already used, but you know, I've been kind of mixing some genres that are really rare connections, like noir, detectivistic, with spiritual fantasy. So, you know, ghosts in noir, detectivistic story and stuff. Well, not really looking that far away. LA noir. No. What was there was a, not LA noir, but there was a game about a detective that got shot, and he was solving crimes as a detective, but as a ghost. So there was already something like that, but it's again, sometimes it's very difficult to make something like that good. That's where you have to be, why you have to, you know, remain creative while doing those. But I can assure you, no matter what you are coming up with, it's still going to work if you are creative enough. Just even if you think that something might not work, give yourself time. Like, focus on that thing. Beep. Hi Zeg, I got Devi here. How are you? Hope it is going? Beep beep. I am a sheep. I said beep beep. I am a sheep. How is it going, buddy? Really sorry I wasn't capable, you know, to answer. I was kinda erased from from life yesterday. I'm sleeping weirdly too. Yeah. So you know. You know the issue. I've noticed that I'm committing very same issues over and over again while learning C#, and it's always with the same thing. You know, that transitioning of string to int and the other way around. Like, I know the solution. I just need to remind myself about the solution. I think I've completed the first task from the methods, because I've been also kinda slacking on that because JS had no types. Yes, exactly. Like, you know, when I was working with JS in technical college, that I even had to think about it. Yeah. That might be it. That might be exactly the reason why I'm always committing the same issue. Hey, after a certain period of time, I'm going to switch, right? It's just going to get through my thick skull. Oh man. But I'm happy that I'm progressing, at least slowly. Too bad I wasn't really, you know, making things work for a while, but yeah. JS 10 plus 1 equal 101, 10 minus 1 equal 9, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Generally, everything that was in quotes was taken as a text, so if you were like adding text to text, it was just merging the texts together. But if something was out of if the number was out of the quotes, then it was taken as a number and you could actually make math equations. And JS has types too, it just converts it automatically depending on how you try to use them. Yeah, exactly. It just depends on if it's in quotation or not, because it was like fixed thing that quotations are always a text. As long as there were no apostrophes inside, because you could split number. Anyway. Yeah, you could just generally kind of split numbers from text still on a go. But yeah, that's generally that. It's just Also, it's a script language. You could use one variable to store different types. Yeah, exactly. It's meh. Some things might seem easier, but I hate JS with my whole passion. Like straight up, I just hate JS with my whole passion. It wasn't that bad when I was trying to make things, you know, just for the web, but when you sit down and you see this happening, then you have like, wow, like what the fuck, right? When you're trying to get things a bit more advanced. In normal languages, if you have an int variable, for example, it's a 64-bit space in the memory, so you can't put a string in it since it's much larger usually. That makes sense. Oh, that's why. Okay. That's why there are different types of int, right? Because there's int 32, 64, 8, 4, 2 and stuff. So I can convert it to int, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So I can just kind of estimate how much space I have to put in. But theoretically, if I would, for example, right, if I would, for example, just theoretically, get a int variable. Usually the default int is good. I see. So if I would get an int that would be big enough to contain a string, wouldn't it mean that I can store technically a string inside of it? Like inside of an int, because it, you know, covers the same amount of space memory that is used for that string. Oh, also, Zeg, you know? Okay. That solves it. So, actually, you can store max 2 characters. Alright, gotcha. So, what I've meant by the thing that since the character is 32-bit or so, I see. Makes sense. A finished base color on the drawing. Hey, that's so cool, Muto. Can't wait to see. So basically, what I've meant that by the thing that the shoulders are kinda, you know, going back. Actually, clavicle bones are not going in straight line. They're actually kind of pointy like this. Because clavicle bones are going here. You have a bone here, right? A thickening of a bone. There's a bone down there. It's on the Discord, can see. Yeah, but not 45 degrees. Yeah, it's definitely not 45 degrees. It's just yeah, it's just a slight pullback. That's why sometimes the, you know, it might look a bit it might look a bit weird under specific view. For example, when you are like making a turnaround of your own body, you might actually stumble upon like very specific you know, degree of your turnaround, that the shoulder might appear that it is there, but it's not really. So it's like generally those are the in photography, for example, those are poses that wouldn't be used, right? Basically. Demishi. Yo, that's so cool. That's so cool, Muto. Love it. Turning around a Viroid model does similar thing, but the opposite. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, Viroid models, you know, they are Viroid models, okay. What can I say more? They are not really bad, but they are also not the, you know, the perfect, realistic models, right? It's always good to have a real model. Like something you can look at. I don't know what I'm doing. It's okay though. You're going for hyperpop, as you've mentioned, so the colors are looking really perfect as for hyperpop. Keep it going, bud. You're doing so well. To be firm, I think I might have a solution for an issue I have, and that might actually be the first model from Viroid that I'm going to make. Thank you, I still don't know what to do for the background. I mean, you know what a lot of people are doing for their backgrounds? Let me show you. Ta-da! Finished. And I don't know, you can I can even get something like that, you know, like you catch the drift. Straight up it, like you don't have to worry about it. Like you can just go, you can even go on Pinterest or Google images and Google simple backgrounds. You know, you can circle. That's all, folks. Yeah. And what the fuck? I'm actually stuttering on a stutter. What the heck is going on? And that would be it, folks. I had such an issue with stuttering. Now it's difficult for me to stutter. Kinda. I'm still stuttering. But it's like coming in naturally. I'm not capable to force it out. That is all, folks. Yeah. Exactly. Debating whether I should use purple or cyan for the shading. Purple. Definitely purple. Purple burger alarm. Bro, purple burger alarm. I sometimes the Irish speaks through me. I swear, it's just out of nowhere comes in. Especially around purple. It's like just coming out on its own. Purple. What's your favorite color? Black, red, and white. Those are like on the same stage favorite. Purple. Purple. Okay. So that part is kind of coming all together. I believe the key is going to get that upper part here. I have so much trouble coloring stuff. Yeah, I was kind of wondering about it. How will you do it? Do you have any idea about coloring? Yeah, okay. That's good news. I hate coloring. To be fair, same. I really enjoy sketching. I love sketching. That's why, for example, I'm making the Pokemon as humans as sketches. I just do that as a break from the coloring. I just don't like it. I don't know why, it's just so weird. It's kind of bizarre. Either I do all color variants and change the texture, or just or use overlays for every different color. I like outlining. Yeah, that's cool. That's also cool. Actually, on my iPad, I have a sketch, like outlined version of what I've sent on the Discord server. You know, the one with blue and red lines. This is just a black outline right now. And it kind of needs to be colored, and I just don't want it. I just don't want to color it. So, actually, please do tell. Later is more customizable in the engine, but it's troublesome with highlights because can't do like white color gradient since it colors by tinting white, and I have no idea in overlaying with shite piece with alpha would work and hard to pull it off. Yeah, that will be difficult. The overlay blending mode layer would be good for you, for the light. This is actually what I'm using for my lights, what I was using for my lights, because you can use then just a color for the light itself, and you could use white, yellow, like very bright yellow, like generally just very bright colors based on the color you have, or you might not really use any highlights, and you can overlay the light as a parallax. That's also something that I've noticed that might work. This is something I've been pulling off in RPG Maker, for example, because parallax, yeah. So you're making an image of a light beaming from the light source, and generally when the character walks, it walks underneath that, that image, and it gets tinted because of it, right? Because the the light has alpha itself. So generally the character is, in the light, and the light paints itself on top of it. I've seen someone, I think I've seen someone even making a not texture, but like a script that's not parallax. I mean, yeah, it's not, but it's not like technically, but I've used a RPG Maker term, because in RPG Maker it's called parallax lighting. Well, the technique is called parallax lighting because you're setting up a parallax from up, right? And you're overlaying on it a parallax image that is the light, generally. So, yeah. The next character, and generally the very next things that I'm going to make, are going to actually have the time-lapse option turned on. My brother went to my room and called me a bit. What the fuck? That was so random of him, I guess. I don't think that's the reason they call it that way. I mean, you are calling the event called parallax. That's why it's called parallax lighting. It is because I was drawing. What? Your brother called you a bitch because you were drawing. Okay, that's... That's awful of him. No, it was random. Oh, okay. Okay. Makes sense. It makes sense. Well, anyway. So basically, I think that might work, but back to the topic. I think there was someone making that made a script that was kind of a shader. You know, it was. I think it was generating the beams of light, and basically it was, you know, like overlapping on the 2D image and, you know, causing like fake lights to appear. Siblings can be jerks. Oh, I know. I'm the youngest of three. Same, damn. So similar, for real, for real. Hi RKRB, got to be here, how are you? Hope it's going. How have you been, brother? Been doing good? Been drawing? Are you grinding? Them drawing? I'm doing good, just ended my drawing stream. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, man. I don't wanna see? Yeah, sure. Go on, go on. You know I like to see people's progress. Gonna pause in art. Alright. Hey yo, if an artist actually is making artworks for exhibitions, can he be called an exhibitionist? Maybe I have to do custom shader too, yeah. It might actually help, yeah. Okay, I see you are struggling a bit with the torsos. That's okay though. Just keep on the drawing practice, just keep on the grind, man. You'll get it one day. I've still gotta keep drawing the ways, yeah. But again, don't worry. There will be time when things are going to, you know, get in place with all of it. Unfortunately, art really needs time to learn. It's something, you know, it's not something that you can, you know, just gain skills overnight. Like, after all, you know, there are rules, generally sets of rules, theory, practice, different types of practice, different things to draw, you know, different genres, differences between genders, differences between races, because apparently there's a difference, you know, in between races in muscle and skeletal structure. So, you know, that's something that usually doctors would see, but artists are also learning anatomy on kind of similar level, I would say. Also, the best way to practice, you know, the best way to practice and kind of burn in the after all the anatomy I do thing myself as a doctor more than an artist. Same. I mean, at certain point in the past, I've actually reproduced the entire, you know, several. I've made on the chalkboard several drawings of different structures. I've made skeletal, muscle, nerve system, organs, vein system. It's not necessarily important to learn those, actually. But I've just learned it because, you know, I was finding it interesting. Man, I'm tired. I was an entire day away from home. Also, I will drink something. Okay. You make me want to do a drawing stream, but I'm too nervous. Go play some Elden Ring before sleep. Alrighty. Actually, Muto, I have to say, like, go for it. You don't have to even talk. Actually, a lot of art streamers are just streaming drawing with some background music, and that's that. You don't need much. As a matter of fact, I'm also every now and then, whenever I really want to make a stream but I'm not capable to talk, I can still make a silent stream, and you know, it's always a progress. It's nothing bad. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to. Nothing bad will happen with it. Not talking is good. I'm just talking because, you know, it just kind of went in that I'm talking. Okay, and here, and here. Okay. Cool. So we've got that. And I don't think we're going to be able to actually finish all those black parts. I don't want to rush. That's why we'll take a moment. The pants are done. So actually I have to say I'm more than happy to actually make this thing work. We've already named him, his name is Virgil. We're almost done with Virgil. And actually there are a couple things that are kind of, you know, breakthrough thing. So that's cool. On the next stream probably we're going to focus on all the black parts and gray parts actually. Because what's left? Hairs, fur, belts, shoes and gloves. That's it. And actually, yeah, I think from now on every single artwork is going to be done with the tail. Yeah, tail. Yeah. So yeah, I think the very next, from the very next artwork, every single thing is going to be done with the time-lapse thing. Because I can, you know, make an option record time-lapse, and it's just, you know, recording the time-lapse for the entire drawing that we're making. It's like embedded into the file, right? But of course the longer you are drawing, the more it's stacking up and it's going to have an effect on your RAM. I have 64 gigs of RAM, so so it shouldn't really make much issue. I've actually made my PC a beast and I'm going to use 100% of it. Mostly I really want this to be like that because the time lapses made with Clip Studio Paint are not going to look chaotic, right? They're not going to look chaotic. They are made by strokes, right? So if you are using a stroke, it's going to just start drawing, right? Of course I can, you know, start the time-lapse, start the recording, stop the recording and get the file for the sketch, then I can start the recording for the line art and flats. I can stop the recording for that, save the file, then I can start, you know, recording again, and I can, you know, get another file where I'm just shading. I can even shade part by part, and it all will be later on just infused together. But generally the main idea is that let's call Ibis doesn't do that. So basically the time lapses in Clip Studio are also good on the aspect that you see it like that. So you see the entire page constantly, you don't have all those zoom in, zoom outs that I do. And I know that I'm doing them a lot. That's why I'm not posting any speed paints. I was trying, but the sheer amount of zoom ins and zoom outs were giving me a headache. So those were giving me a headache, right? On the speed up. I want to remind you that I'm drawing, you know, sometimes even for 12 hours. Like one drawing requires 12 hours sometimes. So imagine like drawing for those 12 hours and then, you know, speeding it up to 30 minutes or 15 minutes, 10 minutes. So you have like, everything is just speeding through. Clip Studio Paint is allowing you to make really fast speed paints without all those zoom in, zoom outs, and still make them coherent, because, you know, it's just how fast the history of all the lines is appearing, right? But yeah, I wonder what movie my mom would want to go see today. Because, you know, we are just usually watching horrors. So we are just zooming through movies because there's very few good horrors. My mom likes very specific horrors, and those horrors are good, right? The thing is that the horrors are good. The issue starts to be the fact that there's very few good horrors. That's that. So after that, we like when we'll. It just has something like that, but not like Clip Studio. I see. Yeah, I mean, it's going to vary depending on, you know, if you're going from software to software. So of course it's going to have its own thing. That's kind of too bad, but what can you do? For example, I have an idea. Oh. What's that? Help, my art block has returned. Oh no. Also, hey Goblin, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope it's going. What helps with the art block? Quickly draw a random prompts. Your random prompts are women, dragon, stockings, javelin, um, um, cloak. Those are your prompts. Draw something with that. That actually helps, by the way. If you are when you are starting to actually think about just the prompts, you are kind of unlocking your creativity. I have ideas, I just can't freaking draw anything. Oh no. How's that? Make some quick sketches. Just some quick sketches, like look at the model that you'll find on the internet and just sketch it. Just let your stuff flow. Don't focus on anything. Clear your mind. Clear your head from the negative emotions. Play some happy... something that will make you happy in the background, for example. You need to get into good mood. You need to boost your dopamine. That's what helps me, I usually. Just drawing some random characters. Some random people from the internet. Just quick sketches, though. No... nothing too... intentional. Maybe one the digital for a while. You can change that, yeah. What if I make a shader which takes an image in 3 colors and it just replaces colors by multiplying them by different RGB channels? Black would stay black, red replaced by first color, green with second, blue with third. No idea how lighter colors would work though, because in GDRGB it goes from black 0 to intense color to 55 and white is having all colors maxed. I'm gonna go make some bracelets. Alrighty, Goblin, alrighty. To be fair, Zega, that might work. That might work. Like straight up. Because you'll be able to actually manipulate your colors, because the lighter color will just have other colors boost up, right? So so if you have some sort of like skin tone, then like just generally the colors are going to go, all the colors are just going to go up, right? In number, because it's from 0 to 255. So let's say your main thing, your main flat color is going to be the shadow, right? And you are just going to make the lights. So you won't need to worry about the shadows, and the light is just going to boost the color numbers higher to make them brighter. That might work, I think. I hope so. You know, it just kind of makes sense though. At least for me. That's something I've seen people doing on some game dev servers on Discord, I mean. If I want to replace red with purple, I can make white purple gradient because it has blue and green too, which are needed for the white. But I can figure something out. I mean, if you want to replace red with purple, you just need to boost blue. Because red plus blue gives you purple. You just need to mix colors together. So you'll just need to boost up the blue channel. If I boost blue, white will be blue too. Why would it? You are just okay, I think I know why. But here's the thing. No, black will be blue. Oh, okay. Huh. True. That is a thing to ponder, actually. That is a thing to ponder. To be fair, because definitely shader would be able to help, but how to make the shader to work with your models generally? And that's the question. If it's not capable to work with your models, then how? Then you know you are just going to the square one, which just sucks to ponder, because how you can make light generally? That's in general is difficult. I mean, I've seen, for example, people making... I can work with the model checked, slots can have different materials with their own shaders. Yeah. True. I've seen people making shadows onto the... in Blender, for example. And I would think that it could work like that. So basically they've had the light source and shadows were getting thrown on the 2D in specific places, depending on the light placement, right? So that's just, you know, it kind of hurts my head because it would... Shading is different animal than recoloring. Yeah, true. True. Actually, really true. I would probably just go the easy way. Like straight up just using the same thing with like you know, like 30-20% alpha light layer on top of everything and just make it work like that. Like using the same trick like I've had in RPG Maker. I mean, by the end of the day, like, you can still make things. I don't know though. There has to be somewhere on the internet, for example, how to make a shader that's a ball of light, or just a light source that's casting shadows on 2D space in a certain way. That's a thing, I guess. Shading the drawing and you guys are confusing me. it's okay, Muto. We are talking about programming and game making generally because I also want to make a game, and the guy is making a game, and basically we're just we're just talking about stuff. You know, I'm learning C# basically just to learn how to make games. But definitely there's something going on with it. There's definitely going on something with the sheer sake of the shaders with it. Like, shaders have to be the way of doing it, definitely. Recoloring itself can work different, like, you can assign color, you can change the color of a white part generally. I know recently it's not those are not my days to even think. My head hurts just sheerly from pondering it. It's oh no. Alrighty, folks. I'll be wrapping up. So, well, I'm almost done shading if you want to see. Of course, I want to see. You have to check for colors where two channels are the same and the third's higher. I see. True, because then you would change how bright the color would be. Because white is 255, 255, 255, black is 000. So if you have red, which is, let's say, 255, it's like pure red. But you can have 255, 32, 32, so the red is actually shifting a little bit towards like, towards white, right? Alrighty. But then how do I transform it to lightness of purple or some complex colors? This purple, it's like purplest purple, right? It's 111, 0, 255. Well, I'm making it brighter and making it this color. It's 187, 135, 255. You see now how it goes? You have ratio. But you are boosting red and green. So you generally have ratio how much green is getting boosted and how much red is getting boosted. And of course the ratio by which the green is getting boosted is much higher than the ratio that the red is getting boosted, because red is already quite high. And you want to keep the ratio for the purple. So you kind of have to figure out how to set up the ratio for your colors, basically. Right? So if it's 111 for 255, you have, you know, like 111 red, 0 green, 255 blue. You can see how much, you know, you can even use like similar RGB color picker and just check what color would have to be, so by how much it would have to shift which color to achieve certain color. It's really, you know, it's really achievable. Because, you know, the ratio is kind of the way that the red is rising, but it's rising slower than green, because the moment the white hits, all three have to be 255, 255, 255, right? So the red is rising slower because it's already high, so the green has to catch up. So that's why the green is rising faster than red, right? So that's how you want to brighten up your purples. Hope that helps, actually. Like, hope that helps, because that's like color ratio, right? Like you need to figure out how much in the ratio you need to actually, you know, achieve. How do I do light magenta? Wait, magenta. Depends which magenta, but I think I know what you mean. But I guess the same way. So this magenta, this peculiar magenta, right, is 253, 61, 181, right? So when I'm rising it to this magenta, you have 255, 170, 223. So you see the ratio is still kept, right? Like green is still lower than blue, blue is still still lower. But then I hit. How do you hit 255, 128, 255? Yes, but if I want to go lighter, it becomes light purple. Wait, how did you achieve that color? I can't really get it one-to-one because it's literally a pixel, but I'm going to get 129 in blue, if that's not an issue. Look, 255, 0, 129. I'm moving to the white. And look at this ratio, 255, 129, 193. See? The brighter magenta here is just like the colors are getting raised on different rates, right? They are just rising in enough speed to reach the white. That's how it goes. Like each color has its own kind of a ratio how the green and blue is rising, depending how far away the green is, how far away the blue is, etc. So basically you can do the same trick, it's just have to have the same idea. They don't grow with flat ammo and reach white at the same time. Yeah, exactly. hope that helped, because like holy shit, that like like actually I hope that this helped. Like that was actually that might have been a little bit problematic. That might actually be still a bit problematic, but I'm really hoping that you get it. Like by the end of the day, you can still like just go to like a tool that will allow you to take the color that you want, and you know you'll just be able to see how much RGBs are progressing towards white for specific colors, right? You know, I guess, because I would assume that you would have to like maybe give like fixed colors for the for specific color. So like, you know, the magenta is going to have this color as the light color, and it's just going to slowly shift. Yeah, you just have to shift colors between themselves and white by the ratio of the grayscale between black and white. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh Jesus, my back cracked so badly. It haven't hurt that much actually. How much? Like before, it actually hurt this time. Alrighty folks. Alrighty. So thanks again, thanks RKRB for being active in the chat on Twitch. Thanks Sean, Muto, Likey, Kimo and Goblin for being active in the chat on YouTube, and as always folks, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next stream. Take care.